plan that you'll take this year? Or have you already taken it? The plan? Okay. PSAT, it's on direct variation. Okay. So, direct variation looks like a linear expression. It just doesn't have a y-intercept. All right, so it's going to be in the form of y equals ax, where a is the constant. It's the slope. You want to think about it as a slope. So it's the type of a linear equation. It just has no y-intercept. So this is an example of something that's not a direct variation because of the plus 5. So one of the questions that they'll be asking you basically is it an example of a direct variation or not? So if you've got it as y equals some value times x, then you have a direct variation. But if you're adding anything or subtracting anything in addition, then it's not. Ani? Slope. Think about it as your slope. It's what's going to take you from one point to the next. Okay? All right. So is this a direct variation? Y equals 2x. Okay? Is it in the form of y equals ax? Sure is. So we'll say yes. What's your constant in this case? What's your constant? 2. Okay. Is this a direct variation? Can you fix it to make it look like this? Okay. So we can say that 5y is equal to 3x, so y is equal to 3 over 5x. So this is yes. What is your constant? Okay. And then is the next one? Y. Nope. Okay. What about the next one? Can you get it in the right form by manipulation? Sure can, right? So is this one? Yes. And what's your constant? Right. All right. Write an equation for the following. Y varies directly with x. So we start by saying y equals ax. What am I given in this? An x and a y. What do I find first? What will that allow me to find? A. So negative 9 is equal to a times 3. Agreed? So that means a is equal to? So then what's my equation going to be? Y equals? There we go. So it's like writing the equation of a line. You just don't have your y-intercept. If you're given a point, you plug it in for your x and your y, and you find your a. Then you rewrite your equation with the variables of x and y. Okay? All right? So y equals ax. 4 equals negative 7a. So a is equal to negative 4/7. And so y equals negative 4/7 x is your final equation. Make sense? Anybody got a question? Okay. All right. All right. Write the equation that shows a direct variation, then find x. So now it's a two-step problem. The first step is just like the previous problems. If x equals 2 and y equals negative 3, I want you to write the equation for this. So that means y equals ax, negative 3 equals 2 times a. So a is equal to negative 3/2. So the equation then says y equals If. Yeah. So y is equal to negative 3 halves x. There's my general equation, right? What am I going to do for the next step? Plug in 2 for I. So we wrote the equation that shows a direct variation. That's this. Now we need to do this. Find x when y is 2. So find x when y is 2 means using this equation, 2 is equal to negative 3 halves x. How do I solve for x? Nope. Multiply by the reciprocal of negative 2/3. We don't want to add because look, there's a multiplication there, right? I'm not subtracting 3 halves, I'm multiplying by 3 halves. So we're going to multiply by the reciprocal, which is negative 2/3. Write the equation that shows a direct variation, then find x when y is 2. That's okay. So x is equal to negative 4/3. All right. Y varies directly with x. Find the constant a. Remember, what did I say your slope was? Or your a was? Isn't a your slope? Could be, right? Find the constant a, then write your equation. What am I going up by? And here? 1 or negative 1? What is my a? 3 over negative 1 or negative 1 over 3? And so what is my equation? Y equals negative 1/3 x. Remember I said a is your slope. You want to think about it as your slope. Is that it? Is there any other? Or is that the end of your? I think that's the end. So think about your slope. Remember, slope is change in y over change in x. Change in y is negative 1. Change in x is positive 3. So negative 1/3 is your slope. So y equals negative 1/3 x is your equation. That shows a direct variation because there is no y-intercept. What do you mean?